All right, guys, so I wanted to share this with you. This is crazy. I feel like maybe years ago we may have watched this, like, I don't know, 2016-ish, 27. I mean, that's almost a fucking decade ago now. But at some point in the past, I think we watched this. But I was just reminded of its existence because of this post on Twitter. I wanted to share it with you. There was this video that was released in 1943, and it's titled, "Don't Be a Sucker." And it's kind of eerie and creepy because it kind of predicts the rise of fascism in the U.S. and Donald Trump in the U.S. So this is a wild thing to see. Let's take a look and then we'll break it down here. This is right on the heels of the end of World War II, right? And so people in the U.S., for sure it's fuck Hitler. For sure it's, fuck Japan, fuck the Japanese Empire, and fuck fascism. Fuck fascism. Which is what it always should be, but wow, it's making a comeback, and take a look. You'll see what I'm saying.
I happen to know the facts. Now, friends, I'm just an average American. But I'm an American, and some of the things I see in this country of ours make my blood boil. I see Negroes holding jobs that belong to me and you. Now, I ask you, if we allow this thing to go on, what's going to become of us real Americans?
I've heard this kind of talk before, but I never expected to hear it in America.
This fellow seems to know what he's talking about.
What are we real Americans going to do about it? You'll find it right here in this little pamphlet. The truth about Negroes and foreigners. The truth about the Catholic Church.
Do you believe in that kind of talk?
I don't know, makes pretty good sense to me.
And I tell you, friends, we'll never be able to call this country our own until it's a country without. Without what? Yeah, without what? Without Negroes. Without alien foreigners. Without Catholics. Without Freemasons. You know these things.
What's wrong with the Masons? I'm a Mason. Hey, that fellow's talking about me.
And that makes a difference, doesn't it?
These are your enemies. These are the people who are trying to take over our country. Now you know them. You know what they stand for. And it's up to you and me to fight them. Fight them and destroy them before they destroy us.
Don't Be a Sucker was made by the U.S. War Department during World War II.
Before he said Masons, you were ready to agree with him.
Well, yes, but he was talking about... What about those other people?
But in this country, we have no other people. We are American people.
What about you? You aren't American, right?
I was born in Hungary, but now I am an American citizen. And I have seen what this kind of talk can do. I saw it in Berlin. I was a professor at the university. I heard the same words we have heard today. But I was a fool then. I thought Nazis were crazy people, stupid fanatics. But unfortunately, it was not so. You see, they knew that they were not strong enough to conquer a unified country. So they split Germany into small groups. They used prejudice as a practical weapon to cripple the nation. Of course, that was not easy to do. They had to work hard to do it. You see, we human beings are not born with prejudices. Always they are made for us. Made by someone who wants something. Remember that when you hear this kind of talk. Somebody is going to get something out of it. And it isn't going to be you.
We must judge each man as an individual, and not by the color of his skin, or his eyes, or by the length of his nose. And to remember that there is no master race. That is a scientific truth. Anyone who tells you otherwise is lying.
And now, that crank on the street corner is fucking president. And, his movement is getting even more radicalized than he is. They are all the way on the hate train. Fucking adding every group to the hate train. So it's kind of eerie, man. It's kind of spooky. So you have this, and I've seen this one before, and it is kind of creepy how spot on it is, warning about fascism, and now we're like totally in the fucking throes of it right now. But there was also, I think it was like a Twilight Zone episode, maybe, of this guy who, he maybe even had the name Trump or something, or Donald or something like that, and he was like a con man who came in and fucking took everybody for a ride, and that also sort of eerily predicted the rise of Trump. This might be a story on the one I was thinking of too. Let's watch.
All right, I want to switch gears. That's a good humorous segue to this, which is getting a lot of attention online.
I don't even know how you guys dug this up.
I know. It's a Western TV show from the 1950s. It was called Trackdown.
Right.
And it aired on CBS.
I know.
Right? And it features, this is true, it features a con man, and the con man's name is Trump. And that con man...
That's fucking wild, bro. That's wild. Do they play any of it here? Yeah, I think they do.
...tries to justify building a wall. Roll the clip.
I am the only one. Just me. I can build a wall around your homes that nothing will penetrate.
What do we do? How do we save ourselves?
You ask, how do you build that wall? You ask, and I'm here to tell you.
You're a liar, Trump.
What?
Like, even though...
Bro, what? That's so crazy. That is so fucking crazy. What the fuck?
I am the only one, which we heard in the campaign speeches, you know, the president speak like that. I'm the only one that can take care of this problem.
That was the moment when I thought, this isn't real. We
Right.
can't.
What isn't? 2018 or the
this
show?
in the newsletter. No, I'm watching this whole
show.
clip going, oh, this is crazy. And then he gets to the point where I am the only one. It's just me. And I thought, okay, I don't know. This is some kind of digital satire.
Yeah.
The con man is called Trump, and he says, you need a wall to save your lives, and only I can build it. And by the way, the sheriff of this town, who's the hero of the episode, the last line of the episode is, you're under arrest, Trump. So we're watching this thinking, this is not real. We can't include this. But we're curious enough to find out how much of it is real. The whole thing is real. It aired in 1958.
Yeah.
A con man called Trump tries to persuade people in a town that there is a meteor shower coming. The only protection is a wall that only he can build. I mean, no matter what you think about President Trump's wall,
other than you're under arrest,
it's crazy.
Does the wall work? Does the wall
No,
work?
the whole thing is, he's a con man. The whole thing is crazy, and the sheriff sees through it. And the sheriff goes through all the various stages of frustration of, well, we can't arrest him. Can you prove that there's not a meteor shower coming? Can you prove that this guy can't build a magic wall? And only at the end does he uncover evidence that the guy is a
They
con
have
man.
South Park and The Simpsons beat.
I know.
South Park and The Simpsons,
And
obviously,
I just want to, for our viewers who, and there's always going to be people out there who are going to think what you thought, this can't be real.
Yeah.
CBS did confirm that this was a real episode that aired on the network May 9th, 1958. It was written by the late John Robinson, who's credited on 18 episodes of the series Trackdown.
More than 60 years ago.
I feel like
It's
there's more questions here.
But you know what? You
What
have to
questions?
actually see the clip, and we've included a clip in Signal. When you see the clip, you just end up shaking your head like, how can this possibly be real? All of these things.
Did anybody in the crowd yell, lock him up?
I've not seen
is
that.
Mexico paying for it?
I haven't seen that part of it. But you know, maybe there are future episodes. Maybe the character comes back. I don't know.
Is there going to be a big, beautiful door in his wall?
Bro, that's so crazy. And then also, I was able to find this too. This is a did the Twilight Zone predict Donald Trump's presidency in 1963 on Reddit? And I played some of this, but it's got some music in it. I'm not sure if it's going to hit me with the copyright, but it looks like there's also an episode of the Twilight Zone that kind of predicts it. So you have the like warning about fascism coming from the government, which is the first video we watched. Then you have this show called, what is it called, Lockdown or some shit? That literally had a con man named Trump who says I can build a wall and only I could save you guys. And then you also have a thing from the Twilight Zone that kind of predicts his rise too. That it sounds like, go watch the whole thing and you'll see what I'm talking about with this third video too. I can't play this one here, but that's so crazy. Like multiple examples. I don't want to get all paranormal and weird out here, but it's just, my mind is officially blown. That is incredibly disturbing and weird. But hey, at least in that show, it ends with him getting arrested. And if there is any justice in the world, if there is any justice, if the world makes sense even a little bit, not even a lot, just a little bit, we know he's got to get arrested. So from my lips to God's ears is all I have to say. All right, y'all. That's the show. Thank y'all, as always, for listening. Please subscribe to the channel. That helps out the show a lot. You could also support the show on Patreon. That link is below. You could also sign up for Crystal Kyle and Friends on Substack. That link is below as well. And go sub to Corn's World so you can see the live Kyle and Corn episodes. Watch them with us. Come hang out with us on Mondays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, guys. I love y'all, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace. Hey, y'all. Do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop. And watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.